guys, so hope everybody's doing well. Tonight we have the Rc4wd Blazer truck conversion here. I'm doing a little bit of work on it. I've already lowered the rear suspension down here and got it set up a lot lower. These are just some tires that I got on that tow truck build that I'm going to be trying out on here for now, plus the rusted steely wheel here. So I'm going to get this camera mounted up. I'm filming this on my China Pro camera. So we're going to be working on the front end here. I got it tore apart to lower it down. He had the shackles here, so I'm just redoing the leaf suspension here in the front. Probably going to be doing away with the Ford conversion on it, doing away with the A&M shackles, and just putting these back up front for right now, because the Chevys wasn't set up like this in the front end that I know of. So I just thought I'd do a little video here of it. Like I said, we've already got it lowered down quite a bit in the back, a little more scale. Redid the shock locations here up inside. You can see I relocated the shocks because the rust buckets are here on the frame, straight up and down. So I just set this up pretty much basically like my Blazer, like a standard trail finder too. So let's get the camera mounted up here. I'm going to try to get it adjusted and not moving around terrible for you guys. So give me 1 second. Alright, so moving right along. Hopefully this will capture pretty good video here. Me wrenching, I just figured this would be easier than fooling around and trying something different on the channel. So I've already removed, we're going to be removing this is supposed to be the front leaf spring hanger here that he had into this one here to kind of just, I guess, to give it a little more lift. So we're going to be taking that out here. So we got to get our lock nut off. I wish I could just do live videos. I wish my internet would just do live videos, guys. It'd be a lot easier. But unfortunately, my internet is garbage, and it won't do live videos. So we're doing this because this would have made a good live video here. Get our screw out of it. So, and then our leaf spring is just going to tuck back up in here. Just like so. This is how this goes together from the factory. This part should have came off, and these would have the A&M kit would have came with a brass bushing, and this would have just took its place here on this part, and that's what would have gave you your swing forward. But like I said, we're doing away with all this stuff and going closer back to factory for the time being. So I think I'm going to have to kick the other side loose too as well before I do that, because I don't know if it's going to, not sure if my leaf is going to, it might go. Let's see here. I'm not sure. Get the truck centered back onto, there we go. Get the truck centered back onto that will help. Yeah, we're going to have to kick the other side loose here. So this is what we're doing. This is what this one looked like. I hope the camera's picking it up there. So we're just going to go ahead and drop this one out too. I'm going to use my needle nose pliers to make it a little bit easier on this one. We're just going to take it totally loose here because it's got to come loose anyways. And then drop that down. And put it back to how it was stock for now. I may end up putting the A&M garage shackle kit back in the front. I don't know. It's not really needed, really. Not that it's not a good upgrade, because it is a good upgrade. It does improve. It does improve it, so I don't need it. You know, like I said, the Blazers didn't have it from the factory, so I'm not really too worried about it. And we took our lift blocks out of the suspension, so I'm gonna have to take this off my stand here, I think. And we're gonna turn this thing over so I can get onto it a little easier. If I I can get the shoulder bolt to go. It's just a tight fitting. You can tell he didn't run the truck very much because all this stuff's not, the hardware's not even worn. So we got that one. We'll go ahead and finger tie the nut onto the back of it here, the lock nut. So let's go ahead and get that started. I may even be doing away with the A&M garage center skid. Like I said, once again, if I go with the R4 scale transmission, you know, I'm not going to be able to run that anyways that I know of. So so I'll just, you know, probably be doing away with some more of this stuff, and I can sell this stuff. And a lot of the guys that do the comp stuff and all that, you know, good stuff that I don't really get into, they're interested in a lot of that A&M stuff that I don't. And you don't want to tighten these down super tight, guys. These are lock nuts, so I kind of snug them. And you see it's already a little bit loose. And just to add a little extra play, I just back them up just a hair bit more. It does help. So let's get to the other side here. I should be able to do that with it sitting here. And then this is actually going to lower it quite a bit, just this right here. So I actually think that leaf spring being mounted in there is what's causing more of the problem than anything. So may have to turn the truck over again too, because I got the leaf springs kicked loose. They're not mounted to the axle housing on the other side. So you can see this thing. I'm not sure. These might be the Rc4wd drive Punisher shafts. I know they're nice looking drive shafts. So let's go ahead and get this in here. There's that one. Get us another lock nut here. I'm just going to use my needle nose pliers and get our, I believe, yeah, it's a 2.5 millimeter is what these are. So get it started. And then excuse me guys, my allergies bother me tonight. I've been mowing all evening, so got my allergies in a tizzy a little bit. So alright, so we got that back down. I'm gonna get this back down, and we're gonna get our leaf springs. Well, we're gonna get our other leaf spring here hooked up. I've already added the small leaf to the front. We're gonna go ahead and add the small leaf. I did the bigger leaves in the back, my normal setup, and we're gonna be adding the small leaf to the pack on this one. And then we should be good to go with that. And we're gonna be needing these again, so I'll need to find. There's the three. Didn't know where the other one went. Oh, there it is. So if I end up taking the A&M kit off, I'm going to need to put these back onto the front here. So anyways, let's get this screwed back down. We need to get some screws here. Let's see, dig around in the screw box, because we don't need the longer screws that were in it anymore. So we got to get this one. And I think these would be the right length. Let's dig them out here maybe. I don't want to have to dig into the big screw box. I was in the wrong side. So, not that one. We got these two. These should be the right length that we need here. So I'm doing this with all this stuff on the truck here. Get this lined up. We need our 2 mil. And since there's no motor and stuff in it, just makes it a lot easier. And also come in from the top here, just like so. And then get our holes lined up in our springs. If I'd have pulled the wheels and tires off of it, it would have made a bigger difference. But I did not. So there we go. Get the spring turned around, and that'll add some tension back into our spring pack. And that's where we're going to start when getting everything. There we go. Make sure your screws all start flush, guys. You don't want to be cross-threading anything. Like I said, the best way to do it is to pull your diff off of your truck, and you know, go through everything, which I'll be doing that and Loctiting everything too. I'm just trying to get this truck straightened out to the lower stance that I prefer. That's what we're doing here, and I just thought I'd do, like I said, do a quick little video of it and talk to you guys. Picked up some new subs, hope they stay for a while. I appreciate the guys liking and subscribing. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the content. Oh, that's much better, man. Just that little bit. Gonna have to kick. Got so much parts here. Let's see. What is a binding here? She's solid.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kick these loose here, see what's going on. Let's see. We'll loosen these up and see what we got. Well, they're. I need the 2.5. So loosen these up just to see, and then we'll go ahead and loosen this one up too as well. No. So we have no suspension action whatsoever here. So let's kick our shocks loose, because I think these shocks are going to be too long. There's really tall shock hoops up here in the front. I'm not sure what these are for. They are Rc4wd drive, they look like. But let's see here. Nothing's hitting there. So these are going to have to come loose either way, because I may end up having to go with a. He's still got the springs in the shocks too, so I want to be taking. You don't want to really run your springs and your shocks, especially with unbroken in leaf springs, guys, on the Rc4wd drive trucks. If you're doing, you know, unless there's a reason to have them in there. So, yeah, well, I got to be flip flopping these around and taking the springs out of the shocks on this. So. This thing should be flopping, so let's see here what's going on. So we're going to go ahead and pull this apart, okay? We're going to pull these A&M Garage shackle kit off of it here, okay? We're going to take them off, so let's see. I'm going to have to, I guess, pick up another. I may just throw a plastic brace in between the frame rails here for the time being. I'm not real sure. But we're doing away with this. And we're going to go to a stock style setup here like on my Blazer. And we'll pop over here and check out the Blazer in just a second here. Because she should be flopping around. I mean, so let's see here. Take this one off as well. So at least you're gonna get a disassembly video, I guess. Gotta screw up in here. Let's see, there we go. So we'll go over here and look at our Blazer to make sure how everything's ran on the front of it. That's what's nice about having the same You know, most of these TF2s are pretty much all the same either way, but when you're changing stuff around that somebody else has done, it's always nice to have a truck that you can look at, you know what I mean, and see. So let's see here. Okay, so okay, definitely taking it apart has freed it up. So let's get this one off here too as well. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be using the A&M shackle reversal kit on it either way, because the Blazers just really didn't have that. So they do help though. They are a pretty good performance upgrade. So we're going to need our pieces here, our original pieces, our shackle pieces here, and they go right here into this part of the chassis. And there's nothing really a whole lot to it. So we got, let me run these through. This is your free spinning bolt here. So your shackle bolt screw, one goes there and one goes there, and then you got your lock nut. We're just going to finger tighten it down because we've got to put the other one in here as soon as it's on this one. So, and then basically this one just goes into that. And then you have a Yahtzee. Yeah, that's going to be a lot better than the A&M ones were. I don't know. I'm not sure what was going on with that. I know what was going on with that, because you need these in the back with the brass bushings with the A&M kit. So we're just going back to the OG. So I'd rather start, needed the 2.5, I'd rather start with the OG stuff anyways. And we're just not cranking everything down like stupid tight or whatever. And we'll see if these shocks, with it lowered, I just think they're going to be a little too long. And I've got some different, and like I said, guys, you don't got to stupid crank these all the way down. But you, oh yeah, that's going to be a lot better. That's 10 times better setup. But of course, I mean, if I had these in the back proper, it wouldn't have been stiff like that. So it didn't really have that much to do with the A&M kit. But I can already see that I'm going to have to do something else. These might be 90s, I think. So if these were 80s, these would be about perfect. I'm not sure what those are off of. Like I said, they're definitely off of Rc4wd drive. But so we need our other two pieces here. There's one. Ouch. I just did in this video pretty quick, guys. Throw that over here. That's the A&M kit. Aha! I'm stuck to the bottom of my phone. There's my. Okay, so we got. We need our shoulder bolt. As soon as I find what I've done with them, there are one here. Our shoulder bolts. I think it's what they call these. I don't rightly know what the actual proper name for them is, but so we're gonna run through here, and then like that, and then we need our lock nut. I'm gonna be trying to dig up a ESC and a motor to put on this to try it out, do a little trail with it. Because I'm going to be doing not a full out build on this yet. We're going to run it as it is and just mess with it a little bit, because I'm focusing on the dually, working on the dually first to get that build going a little farther down the road.